Good evening. I have my wife. I'll get used to the microphone here. Bear with me. I have her with me to help keep me balanced. But once I feel sturdy, I'll send her back to her seat. I can relate so much to what the last speaker talked about. Besides the head problem, also a skeptic standing here, and also a gout victim, and have gout and arthritis. Just multiple cases, multiple issues. The eyes, of course, one of them. Started back in the States, 2001. I had a pretty serious leg fracture, and to the point where the orthopedics, I went to the third one, finally was willing to operate on it, but he didn't sound too optimistic. But after a series of complications, multiple surgeries, and serious bone infection, he was preparing me to amputate the leg, and he said, we can try to put you on some really kick-ass antibiotics and intravenously. And so I spent the next 6 months in bed, all pretty much at home, and with changing bottles 2 or 3 times a day. And I finally got the infection to settle down, but I'm left with a very serious arthritis in that leg here, and that put me on permanent disability, and eventually it helped lead me to a few years later I met her, and was able to travel and pretty much get around okay, and a little time went by. We got married here, and brought her back to the States. She spent a couple of years there with me, and it's been a ride for her. In 2005, we decided due to certain circumstances, we'll just settle down. We'll go back to the Philippines, stay there for a while. Wound up having our second child, and so with the added expenses and my fixed income, we wound up staying here pretty much permanently. I haven't even been back to the States since then, so that tells you one thing, that our finances haven't been abundant really. So I really wasn't taking good care of myself. I was drinking more soft drinks and water every day, and I think that led to a chronic hypertension problem. We back in 2016, I noticed I woke up one morning and could hardly see from one of my right eye, and a little bit, but I knew something was wrong. And then when I covered my left eye, I really knew something was wrong, because I pretty much, I think it was more than 50%, it was close to 90% blind, and just a little vision from the side. That's it. Can you hear me? Yeah. And so that was probably, I didn't go to an ophthalmologist right away, and I should have, but I really didn't want to know the whole story. I just was hoping it was temporary, it would kind of fade away, whatever it was, and it didn't. And so I still had one good left eye, enough to get by with, and so. Okay. And so That was probably hypertension related. I'm sure now. Maybe a blood vessel broke. It's still. It's something I just was. Just settled. I was going to have to live with it and hope that it wouldn't get worse. And also on and off gout, arthritis, and in my wrist, both my feet, and permanent arthritis because of my injury, and other aches and other pains that everybody knows about, everybody deals with, especially when they're in their 60s, and so I wasn't feeling too good. It was hard to get up and walk, so I couldn't really do much exercise, and always in pain, and always a little grumpy, but I had a really good spouse helper that was giving me juice every day, making me drink fresh, extracted green fruit, mostly vegetables. And I sometimes had to plug my nose and drink that down, but she made me take good care of myself, but still certain things were there. I was pretty much settled. I had to just take with me until the end, and it was until about a little over a month ago. A good friend of ours, Jimmy and Glenda, they heard about me being stuck in bed in so much pain, gout-related pain, that I couldn't leave the bed. Sir Ed knows what I'm talking about there. So she said, I know he's skeptical about it. He probably wouldn't take it, but let me just bring him a bottle. And I know she was so confident about this product. And before that, I had heard her testimony, what it did for her, and that gave me hope. That I thought, maybe if you can bring it over here, I'll give it a try. And I started taking 2 in the morning, 2 at night. It didn't take me that long to notice the effects. Within 2 or 3 days, the swelling was gone in my foot, and I was able to, limp around, but still could walk. And 2 days, maybe a total of 4 days, I was already walking around the SMC side without any cane or anything. And then within a week of taking this life stem cell, I noticed other things. The shoulder, that it was damaged from falling, and maybe every so often I would trip and fall and land and roll like a bowling ball, and because of my weakness in my legs, and usually it would be in public, it would incite a crowd, hoping I was okay, but it would always leave my shoulder bruised, and I couldn't put a shirt on in less than 5 minutes. It would be quite a painful experience, but I noticed that my shoulder easily can go up, my arm. Before I had, it took just 3 weeks ago, and I wasn't really able to lift it higher than this. And I lived with that for a couple of years. Since I forgot to mention my stroke that I had in 2016. My left side was useless, paralyzed. I couldn't talk, and so due to hypertension, obviously, and anyway, that's another long story there. But I know that I'm excited. I'm also going back to my journey with life stem cell therapy. I started also noticing my vision getting sharper, not only in my left eye, but before I'm always testing my hand to see where I can start seeing my hand. Before I'd have to get my hand up here to see it. I didn't have any vision below this height, and so I'm excited because I can feel the life stem cell is doing something there. And I really to see the long-term effects of that is, like I said, exciting for me. Just as I can get my eyesight back, that's a huge priceless, and of course with I haven't had any episodes of the gout, and my permanent pain in my left leg is much more manageable. So I can see the real evidence. It's not something that I imagined. So I'm hoping that it works that way and better for anybody who does start to take this. I know it's helped so many in this room with even more severe situations. I'm just really excited to finish off the therapy. God willing, we can keep the bottles coming. My wife's already on her first diamond, so we're excited. One other thing I noticed, my upper left leg for several years, very numb. I can feel it just by touching, but if I was standing or walking for 30 minutes or more, it was so we'd have to sit down and take a break from the numbness pain. That's gone now. That was with me for years, I can't be grateful enough for all the help it's given me so far. So thank you for listening.
As a wife, I know that tayo mga wife din your priority is the health of your husband. Ingana ko, mag-stroke niya because I'm not a believer of synthetic medicines. I'm a juicer. We don't eat meat in the house, we don't eat pork, so I won't be happy if there's a lechon in front of me. No? So, sa iyang condition, it's my burden every day. I have to take good care of him. I have to make it sure that he is eating healthy. And I have to always keep an eye on what he is eating and what he is drinking. So, because of his stroke, I stopped. I love eating crispy pata. But because of his stroke, it was traumatizing. I stopped eating unhealthy food so that all of us in the house will eat healthy. Most of us, yeah. No? Because he loves eating. He loves burger, he loves pizza, everything. He loves drinking. So, and I know sa iyang mga pain, I always call him the Paul in the Bible, from the Bible. He has a lot of thorns in the flesh. Okay? Tanan na lang ang pain na niya, and it's burden for me, so I have to make it sure na healthy siya. Skeptical sa ko when it comes to any supplement. I don't drink any supplement. I don't drink any synthetic medications. I don't give my children any multivitamins, So I gave them juice, green juice. Tanan nga dako na ano to sa Jonas. Dito, ako may juice. Vegetables. May hana namin. So, pag-introduce ako ang friend sa fourth year, I said I have to read a lot. Before I take something, I have to do a lot of reading. I have to do a lot of research about something. So I told her I have to read a lot about it. But then, katong dili na yun siya makalakaw because of his pain, a month ago, that was the time I accepted Glenda's offer to give us one bottle. So we tried it. I monitored closely the result. So every morning I ask him, how do you feel right now? Is there any result? Is there any something new, improvement? So it was amazing because he didn't tell me that he couldn't bring this up already. Hindi na din niya maana. Okay, he doesn't want to worry me. So, inadayin niya masautan. She said, it's amazing because that's the first thing na buhat niya after a few days of taking the fourth year. And then, ang pain, permanent naman ang iyang pain kaya his ankle is not connected anymore, the bone. It's broken bone. So the doctor told him, if you don't want us to put back the metals to connect your ankle, you will suffer permanent arthritis or pain. So sa US kami, mag-cane siya, mag-stroke, mag-walker. Dari kay init naman sa Philippines, sige gihapon ng pain, but unlike sa US na grabe ang pain. So he's used to taking the pain reliever, like any pain reliever, but it worried me for any side effects because ang iyahang kidney, nasa dialysis ng iyahang kidney. But praise God, it's not cancerous, but that's one thing we are also closely monitoring now that he's using fourth year. Ang iyang kidney, so maybe after completing the therapy, we have to go to any medical check-up again and to see what's his kidney condition right now. And he's severe hypertensive, so we are also monitoring that. And then the one thing that I really praise God is his eye, because every night we don't limit ang going in and out sa house. We don't drive during night time because I don't drive. He is the driver. He's the one doing a lot of driving, and so we try to avoid not driving during night time because I'm scared for his vision. He told me before taking the fourth year, before he wasn't taking the fourth year, every time dili na mo ma-avoid mo drive night time, na-glare, always the lights, nag-glare sa lights sa mga cars, masukatan na mo. But now, after using the fourth year, he noticed, the first thing he noticed is that no more glare. No. And then, one time he told me, he always told me when he read label, he likes cooking, and then, di ba gagawin man ka ng mga back label sa instructions when we cook something and there's instructions, he always use magnifying glass. Or if not, he will call our daughter or me to read the label for him. But last week he noticed, he was so happy about it because he could read it without the magnifying glass. So I was like, wow, that's amazing. So this is the one thing, it's really his eye that we are really, that's the one thing that we are monitoring closely. It's really a blessing if he could really, the fourth year could really completely help his eye. So we are closely monitoring the improvement of that as he is continuing taking the fourth year because it's just like a month. 1 month pa lang siya nag-take the fourth year. So 1 month pa lang may nag-start ng therapy. No? So in 1 month, it's doing a lot of healing sa iyahang body. How much more if we can complete the one therapy. And another thing is, I am closely monitoring his improvement because we have a son, a 9-year-old son that's diagnosed of autism, but he is high functional, he's very smart. But I heard testimony from Bobo that it is helping a child with autism. So we couldn't use it, give this product to our son yet because he doesn't know how to swallow capsule this big. So we are trying and we are waiting for the time that we could let him use the courtyard. So that's the one thing that we are waiting. We can use the product for our son. No? So it's very encouraging, and we praise God for this product, and hope we can continue advocating this for those who are in need. Now that we are working every way, we are advocating courtyard, I noticed and I learned that wow, there are lots of people who need that product worse than us. No? So praise God, and thank you so much.